Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. I do not own the rights to this music. Esther chapter 7, this is the Amplified Version. Esther's plea. So the king and Haman came to drink wine with Esther, the queen. And the king said to Esther on the second day, also as they drank their wine, "What is your petition, Queen Esther? It shall be granted to you. And what is your request? Even to half of the kingdom it shall be done." Then Queen Esther replied, "If I have found favor in your sight, O king, and if it pleases the king, let my life be spared as my petition, and my people be spared as my request. For we have been sold, I and my people, to be destroyed, killed, and wiped out of existence. Now if we had only been sold as slaves, men and women, I would have remained silent, for our hardship would not be sufficient to burden the king by even mentioning it." Then King Ahasuerus Xerxes asked Queen Esther, "Who is he? And where is he? Who dares to do such a thing?" Esther said, "An adversary and an enemy is Haman, this evil man." Then Haman became terrified before the king and queen. Haman is hanged. Then in his fury the king stood up from drinking wine and went into the palace garden to decide what he should do. But Haman stayed to plead for his life from Queen Esther, for he saw that harm had been determined against him by the king. When the king returned from the palace garden to the place where they were drinking wine, Haman was falling on the couch where Esther was. Then the king said, "Will he even attempt to assault the queen with me in the palace?" As the king spoke those words, the servants covered Haman's face in preparation for execution. Then Harbona, one of the eunuchs serving the king, said, "Now look, there are gallows 50 cubits, 70 feet high, standing at Haman's house, which Haman made for Mordecai, whose good warning saved the king." And the king said, "Hang him on it." So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. Then the king's anger subsided. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.